What if I told you that 9 out of 10 micro business owners in America are getting robbed every single month, and the thief is their own lack of business credit? You're out here grinding 12-hour days, running your food truck or your Etsy shop or your lawn care route, and you are still swiping your personal Discover card to buy supplies while your business EIN is just sitting there with zero credit to its name. Banks are not going to tell you this. Your broke cousin definitely will not tell you this. But you can walk into Uline or Quill or Granger today with nothing but your EIN and walk out with $500 to $2,000 in net 30 credit and never put your social security number on the line. I did it with a 2-month-old LLC and a cell phone I got from Walmart. No revenue, no tax returns, no personal guarantee. And if I can do it in my garage in Texas, you can do it too. That is not hype. That is data. And if you are running a coffee cart in Oregon or a candle shop in Florida out of your spare bedroom, you need to hear this. I did not believe it either. 3 years ago, I was eating ramen and swiping my personal Capital One card just to keep my little e-com store alive. Banks looked at me like I was asking to borrow the Hope Diamond. My credit was fine, but the second they heard startup with no revenue, they showed me the door. Then my boy Marcus, who runs a mobile car wash in Atlanta, hit me with something that sounded illegal. He said, stop using your social, build business credit with your EIN only. No personal guarantee, no risk to your house or your wife or your dog. I thought he was running a scheme. Turns out the joke was on me. So let us break this down Barney style, because there are 8 things most micro business owners in America get dead wrong about EIN-only business credit, and it is costing you real money. First mistake. People think business credit is just for the big dogs. Wrong. The system was built for you, the little guy, the micro business, the side hustler. The IRS gives you an EIN for free. That number is your business social security number. Once you wrap an LLC or S Corp around it and set it up right, you have a separate legal person. That person can get credit. Vendors do not care if you are in a strip mall or your kitchen table. They care if you look legit on paper. That means business address, not a P.O. box from the UPS store. That means a real business phone number listed with 411. That means a domain email, not hotshot92@gmail. I know it sounds basic, but 70% of new businesses fail this vibe check. Fix that, and you're already ahead of the pack. Second thing, everyone tries to sprint before they crawl. They go straight for the Amex Business Platinum and get denied, then cry that business credit is a scam. Chill. You have to build tiers. Tier 1 is starter vendors. These are the companies that approve just about any real business and report to Dun and Bradstreet Experian Business and Equifax Business. We are talking Quill, Uline, Granger, Summa, Office Supplies, Crown, Creative Analytics. They will start you at $100 to $2,000 on net 30 terms. Who cares if you do not need $200 in copy paper? Buy it. Pay it on day 9. Do that with 4 or 5 vendors, and boom, you have trade lines. That is the foundation. You cannot build a house on sand. Get your trade lines first, then go talk to the big boys. Third thing people mess up is the payment game. Net 30 does not mean pay in 30 days. In the business credit world, paying early is the cheat code. Dun & Bradstreet runs something called Paydex. It is a score from 1 to 100. Pay on time, you get a 70. Pay early, you get an 80 or 90. Pay 20 days early, consistently, you are looking at a 95. Lenders and vendors see that, and they throw money at you. I set all my vendor accounts on auto pay for 10 days after the invoice. My Paydex has been chilling at 91 for 2 years. Because of that, I got approved for a $10K fleet card with no PG, and my business had less than $15K in revenue at the time. Stop treating vendor terms like a payday loan. Treat them like a reputation builder. Fourth secret, your NAICS code is snitching on you. When you filed your LLC, your accountant or LegalZoom probably picked whatever sounded close. If your NAICS code says you are in investment advice or consulting or trucking, you just put yourself in the high-risk bucket. The vendors and lenders use automated underwriting. That code alone can get you auto-declined for no PG offers. Go check your NAICS code right now. If it is not low risk, change it. You can update it with the IRS and with Dun & Bradstreet. Pick general merchandise retail. Pick administrative services. Pick janitorial if it even remotely fits. Keep it boring. Boring gets approved. Sexy gets declined. Fifth one blows minds. You can get real business credit cards with no personal guarantee, not prepaid, not secured, real revolving credit. But you have to build to it, and you have to ask. After you have 5 to 8 reporting trade lines and a Paydex over 80, start applying for store cards. Office Depot, Staples, Home Depot Commercial, Sam Club Business, fleet fuel cards like Wex and Fuelman. When you fill out the app, there is always a section that asks for a personal guarantee. Skip it. if you can. If the online form forces it, call the credit department after you submit. Say, I applied under my EIN and I am not providing a PG. Can you process it as business only? You will hear no a lot. You only need one yes. I got my first no PG card from Office Depot for $1,800. 6 months later, it was $7,500. That card alone helped me float inventory during Q4, and I did not have to beg my in-laws for a loan. Sixth mistake. People are way too emotionally attached to their personal credit score. Look, your FICO is important for buying a house. For business, it is optional if you do it right. EIN-only credit means the lender is judging the business, not you. They will look at time in business. They will look at your trade lines. They will look at your bank balance. They will not pull your personal credit if you do not give them your social. That means you could have a 580 FICO from college mistakes and still build a 100K business credit profile. Stop letting your personal credit story write your business future. They are two different books. Seventh thing, you do not need revenue to start, but you do need to be smart. Starter vendors do not ask for tax returns. They ask, are you a real business? Once you are approved, do not go wild. Buy something small, pay it fast, rinse and repeat. The goal at the start is not cash. The goal is data. You are feeding the business credit bureaus positive data so they can build you a file. After 90 days of reporting, you will start getting pre-approval letters. After 6 months, you will get real offers. After a year, you can walk into a bank and talk about lines of credit with no PG. But if you start day one trying to get 20K, you will get denied and discouraged. Play the long game. Eighth and final thing. Most people quit too early. Building business credit with EIN only is not an overnight thing. It is a 6 to 18 month process if you are starting from zero. That is why the banks win. They know you will get impatient and just PG alone. Do not give them the satisfaction. Set a calendar reminder. Apply to one new vendor every 30 days. Pay every invoice early. Check your Dun and Bradstreet report quarterly. It is like going to the gym. You do not get ripped after 3 workouts, but show up for a year and you are a different person. Let me put it to you like this. Personal credit is like borrowing your parents' car. You can drive it, but if you crash it, everyone is mad and your dad takes your keys. A personal guarantee is you putting your name on the car loan with your dad. If you miss payments, both of you get hit. EIN-only business credit is you buying a beat-up Civic in your business name. Maybe it is only worth $500, but it is yours. You fix it up. You make the payments. After a while, you trade it in for a better car, then a truck, then a fleet. If the business crashes, the Civic gets repoed, but your dad's car is still in the driveway. That is the difference. That is why no PG matters. I will be real with you. My first approval was Uline for $300. I bought a tape gun and some bubble wrap. Felt stupid. Paid it on day 7. Next was Quill for $250, then Granger for $600. I kept going. 18 months later, I had 12 trade lines and a Paydex of $89. Last quarter, I got a $25K business line of credit from a regional bank. EIN only. No PG, no financials. They just looked at my business credit file and my bank statements. I used that line to buy inventory for Black Friday and tripled my revenue. My personal credit was never involved. My house was never at risk. That is the power of playing the game. Right now, I know what some of you are thinking. This sounds too good to be true. It is not. It is just not advertised. The banks make billions off personal guarantees. Of course, they are not going to run Super Bowl ads telling you how to avoid them. Vendors want you to buy from them, so they make it easy to get started. The credit bureaus want data, so they reward you for reporting. The whole system works if you work it. So here is my question for you, and I want real answers. If you knew for a fact that you could build 50K in business credit in the next 12 months using only your EIN and never risk your personal assets, would you still be out here using Cash App advances and high-interest personal loans to fund your business? Or are you ready to actually separate your business from yourself and start building like a real CEO? Sound off in the comments. Tell me what is stopping you. And if you are already in the EIN only game, drop your best vendor win so we can all learn. Let us argue. Let us grow.